Just close your eyes. Know the peace within.
Beloved GM, whenever I feel a thought, a pain in the body, an emotion, a dry sadness, I go within and know the peace. Then all the above contents dissolve into that silence. What is this secret?
Thoughts happen nowhere but in your consciousness. When your consciousness is conscious of itself, inwardly in stillness, thoughts disappear. When your consciousness is not conscious of itself, it is identifying thoughts to be itself. Your consciousness is already free from thoughts and identifications. Your consciousness is yet to know that it is already free from thoughts and identifications. Your consciousness is unmoving, unchanging. Your consciousness is yet to know its unmoving richness, unchanging richness inwardly. Your consciousness is identifying itself to be the form that appears and disappears. At the form level identity, your consciousness is trapped by thoughts, emotions, and pain. First, know that your consciousness is unmoving. It is prior to space. It is prior to form. It is prior to thoughts. It is prior to emotions. It is prior to pain. It is prior to entire manifestation at the object level. It is prior to the ever-changing duality. You say, when you know the peace within, you remain free from the thought, emotions, and pain. Of course, the moment you are conscious of yourself inwardly, you remain free from the disturbances at the duality level. Your consciousness is unknowingly accepting itself to be the form, though the form happens out of it just now. By accepting itself to be the form, your consciousness is trapped by thoughts, by emotions, which are nothing but movements in space. Your consciousness is unmoving and already prior to space. Just now, unknowingly, it is trapped by the movements called thoughts, emotions, and pain. Once your consciousness starts knowing the unmoving stillness inwardly, it knows the unending peace and infinite joy inwardly. Only by settling inwardly, your consciousness is conscious of itself and remains free from the disturbances of the duality show. By not being conscious of itself through identifications, your consciousness struggles constantly. By being conscious of itself inwardly, your consciousness knows the stillness within. By knowing the stillness within inwardly, your consciousness wakes up. Through wakefulness, your consciousness relaxes inwardly. Through utter relaxation, your consciousness wakes up totally. You are asking, what is the secret? Secret is only at the duality level, because at the duality level, the truth about yourself remains unknown to you. Your conscious state remains unknown to you. The unmoving reality remains unknown to you. The unchanging reality remains unknown to you. Your unborn reality remains unknown to you. Your deathless reality remains unknown to you. The unending stillness remains unknown to you. The beginningless infinity remains unknown to you. The ever-present nectar state remains unknown to you. The ultimate eternal reality, beauty, remains unknown to you. The absolute wholeness remains unknown to you. The supreme reality that you are, that remains unknown to you. At the duality level, your absolute reality remains unknown to you, because your consciousness is sleeping at the duality level through constant identifications. Your consciousness is already in the non-dual state, inwardly. By not knowing that it is already inwardly one with the source of awareness, your consciousness remains ignorant once the duality happens. Every pain, emotion, thought is by the play of elements at an unexplainable speed. Your consciousness is unmoving prior to elements and their movements. The stillness within is the beginning of your consciousness. In stillness, neither movement nor any object. Every movement begins in stillness. This stillness is prior to space, prior to duality, prior to movements. Since this stillness is beyond movement, you remain free from the content of the duality show. Close your eyes and know the stillness within. Through stillness, your consciousness wakes up totally and realizes that nothing never happens to it. Remain wakeful inwardly in stillness. Wake up totally to know that you are only the observer prior to the dream and not the observed content within the dream. At the form level, know your infinity at the non-dual level and remain free from the finite form level, dream level content at the duality level. At the duality level, the only secret is to know the eternal unborn beauty about yourself. At the non-dual level, there's nothing separate from you. There's neither any object nor any movement, but the unmoving reality within. Know the unmoving reality in stillness, inwardly, and wake up consciously to know that nothing never happens to you, the eternal observer.